Greetings. This is Elder Blacklight. We're going to start off today by reading just a few of the 99 names of Allah. He is Allah. Number 1, Ar-Rahman, the merciful, the beneficent, the most gracious. Ar-Rahim, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Al-Malik, the divine king, the sovereign Lord. Number 4, Al-Qudus, the holy, the pure. And number 5, the source of peace, the owner of peace. As-Salam, the owner of peace, the source of peace. We seek peace not only in the Middle East, but within ourselves. We don't want to fight in ourselves. We don't want to fight each other. We don't want to argue with one another. This is my mother's ancient donation book. I hear rumbling of something I never heard before. But anyway, when I was 2 years old, she had already been going to the meetings of the Nation of Islam for 2 years. The reason why I'm telling you this and trying to pull your coat, wake you up to the master trickster, Uncle Sam, the pimpin' Uncle Sam. The United States is bankrupt. The government has no gold or silver that's required by the Constitution. So that means the Constitution is no longer the supreme law of the land. That means that also that the Ten Commandments is no longer the supreme law of man, because man has overstepped his boundaries, and that man I'm talking about is Caucasian. He's a kind of a man. I got some writings, called redemption papers. When a baby is born in the United States, a birth certificate is required with the Bureau of vital statistics in the same state of birth. The key word here is registered. As registered in international commerce, the baby becomes a surety whose energy is due at some future date. When the birth certificate registers in the U.S. Department of Commerce, the Department of Treasury issued a bond on the birth certificate, and the bond is sold at some security exchange and perhaps bought by a Federal Reserve Bank, which then uses it as collateral in order to issue Federal Reserve notes or some other form of debt obligations. Then it says in parentheses, it says C 18 U.S.C 411. The bond is then held in trust for the Federal Reserve at the Depository Trust Corporation at 55 Water Street, at 55 Water Street in New York City, about 2 blocks down the street from the Fed. It is a high-rise office building, and the sign from reads the Tower of Power. Now, the money that you think you're making is a transform of your energy, a transformation of your time and energy. So you're going to spend at least 60 or 70 years giving your energy and your time to build up Satan's corporation. Now, where am I going with this? We're going into a cashless and gunless society. And the Caucasians plan on being a computerized human. He's planning on fusing his body or his brain into a computer so he can live forever. While he's doing this, he's gradually dumbing you down, keeping you sedated in foolishness, in entertainment, talking about silly stuff. If you don't wake up to this, you will sure enough become not only mental slaves, but physical slaves. Because you're going to sign yourself into debt. And you're going to have to talk right, walk right, do what they tell you to do, say how they want you to say it, live how they want you to live. And if you don't, they're going to shut everything down. And you see how many homeless people there are in the world, in the United States today. You think that's why them concentration camps is going to be holding people like that? They're not going to bother to build housing for them. You see, they got enough housing right now that, like here in Detroit, they tearing down houses that they could put homeless people in there, give them a hammer and a nail and some paint, and tell them to fix it up under the right supervision. But they tearing down those houses, shifting these people that have to go to shelters and live on the streets somewhere else. They're going to rebuild, change the face of the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? But in a minute, King Alpha plan is going to be upgraded. Whereas you're going to go to concentration camps if you don't get vaccinated, if you don't get the right source of financial aid. What I mean by that is the government controls all the paper money, but they're going to switch over to electronic money, and everything's going to be online. And if you can't afford to go online to do everything, you're going to get shut down. A lot of people ain't got phones or Comcast or could go online. This is to be continued. Black Light.